The truth behind the bad boy. Alright, I'm gonna make this video because anyone who tells you you have to be a complete and total douchebag woman in order to get pussy is an fucking idiot. What it is this, man. Those same people who are telling you that get no pussy. And I can protest to that because I've experienced both strategies on the end of the field. You know when they say that girls don't come to you because they have so many other options? That is the biggest load of bullcrap anyone can fucking tell you. Being a bad guy does not get you laid. Doesn't guarantee shit. In fact, it guarantees you getting fucked in the ass by a bunch of guys in prison. And how I know this is the bad guy is a tool, just like a beta male is a tool. And the bad guy is a tool for her amusement, you know. You know how I know this is true? Because I used to be suicidal. Real mature people don't waste their time on stupid people who gain their self-respect to people beating the fuck out of them. Like, oh, I'm such a horrible person. This is what girls say in their mind. I used to think like a female. This is how I don't give them what they want, you know. I don't give them that satisfaction. And it's mainly because I know I can. One, I'm too lazy to be a bad boy. You gotta do a whole lot of shit. You gotta do a whole lot of shit in order to be a bad guy. You know what I'm saying? Stepping on their feet is just step one. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can hang them, you can do all that shit. But at the end of the day, bro, who has the power? You're giving up your power as a man, your power to be free as a man, to fuck as many bitches as you like. You can use hypergamy against women, not just with your money, but with your swagger and stuff like that. You don't need to resort to being a bad guy. Those are for people who are literally gay. Like, I'm going to be completely honest with you. Those are for people who have no mouthpiece, who talk that big shit, but really ain't shit, you know? And the whole thing about being a bad guy is really just a puppet show. Like, she's pulling the strings the entire time. You know what I'm saying? You're nothing more than entertainment to her. You may think, oh, because he's screaming and shit like that. She's just fucking bored, dude. And to be honest with you, like, women have this thing. If you watch that Boondocks episode where he's like, women would rather get beat to death than bored to death. You know why people are telling you that? It's because they lack a mouthpiece. Any guy who relies on his physical to get woman has no game and lacks a mouthpiece and says, oh, you have to be a bad guy or else she won't respect you. Oh, you don't need to do this and that. I'm like, no, bruh, she doesn't respect you either way. You are not a circus monkey. You're not a clown. If you treat yourself like one, nobody's going to take you seriously. And the real woman who see that in you are going to think not only you're a disgusting pig, but you're a weak individual. Because you don't, like AMS said, this is one thing I do agree with AMS. You don't get a woman through your body. You get it through your mind. And that's something you got to get through your mind, that being up woman, that repetitive spanking and shit like that, that shit is all just fireworks, bruh. It's a spark and then it goes away. You may be able to get a lay. I'm not denying that. Women don't like to be held accountable for the actions. Sometimes women set themselves up to be spanked. Sometimes women set themselves up to be abused and shit like that. But at the end of the day, those are for dumb motherfuckers who don't know the real truth, you know? It's an outside thing. It's nothing but a show, you know? All the niggas I know who done that literally did not get the puss that night, bro. You honestly think that being a woman is gonna gain respect? I have no respect for you, bro. Now, don't get me wrong, bro. I've been down that path where I was that nigga. But, you know, I want something more from myself because I couldn't rely on my fucking physical for that. I was never able to rely on my physical for women, first off, bro. I was a very good-looking guy who had zero game back when I was in grade school and shit like that. But as I got older and I realized like how they want, you know, sometimes you have to swallow that pill and realize that, yo, maybe you are not the person you think you are. You have to reevaluate yourself. You need to become that person so you don't have to rely on that shit, you know, and that shit is forced, you know what I'm saying? Imagine a girl just going up to you at the club and start yanking on your dick. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not going to deny that it works sometimes, bro, because that's the exact what they're doing to them. But you know what I'm saying? Like, they have so many fucking options and shit like that. Like, they can shut you down at any time, at any place, you know? You have to be a man of high status to do that. And even the men of high status know it's purse first, ass last. And anyone who tries to tell you otherwise, anyone who tells you, oh, you got rape woman, to be successful woman, are fucking idiots. Please don't take that advice. That is the stupidest shit. Some girls like that. Now, this guy, Geekdom 101, who's a great Dragon Ball YouTuber, but also an excellent life coach, told everyone, he's like, girls don't like nice guys, and they're debunked. He straight up told you that the reason why guys can't get with women and that they have to be a bad guys because they lack confidence. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes being masculine makes you boring. And sometimes not, like AMS says, sometimes makes you boring, but you're more real. And you attract more real women that way. When you do all the superficial shit like buy fancy clothes and shit like that, give the fake persona that you're something you're not, you're gonna attract fake women. If you want to attract real women, you do it yourself in the most genuine way possible. I know this sounds corny. I know you gotta say, oh, you're a fucking incel. You know, be yourself. Straight the fuck up, bruh. Because honestly, bruh, when you try to be something you're not, that's just gonna fade away way quicker. You know what I'm saying? You may lose a lot of women. I'm not denying that. No, before you go off for, oh, you don't know how shit works. Yeah, I do know how shit works. I've been myself, and it has flunked hella times, but I look back at those women weren't worth my time anyway. And when I actually do be the best version of me, motherfucking slick motherfuckers, you thought. And so anyway, when I actually do be the best version of me, the right woman come along. I'm not talking about the one. I'm talking about the one of many. So, without further ado, in conclusion, the bad boys don't have to control in the relationship. The bitch does, because they are the ones taking the abuse, but they're also the ones that can shut them down at any moment of a time. It's a fake control that the bad boys think that they have over them, when really they're used to their abuse. They are nothing but chores to them. Like, they're too irresponsible to do it to themselves, so they rely on the bad boy to take out all the frustrations that they have on the inner peace. I'm like, no, nigga, there's another way. If you really want a mentally scarred woman, you tell the fucking truth. And you know what I'm saying? That hurts women 10 times more than you actually being there, because you holding them accountable for their actions, you call them out on their bullshit, and you doing it in a way when they know they can't fuck with you, psychologically fucks them more than you actually being their ass, bro. I swear to God, you can ask anybody. You actually point out how childish they are, and you're stern about it, and you do not go back because of their pussy. You will figure out a whole lot more about female psychology and why the numbers decrease when you start becoming real, but the quality increases when you start being real. The quality, I'm not gonna lie, will be for the betas and will be for the alphas that think they're alpha, but the quality of woman you attract will be better when you're real. Alright, this is MGTOW, and this is the truth behind the bad guy.